Hi, this is Charlene O'Hanlon, Managing Editor at Media Ops, DevOps TV, DevOps.com, DevOps TV, and all those other lovely properties of ours. I'm coming to you from DevOps World, Jenkins World 2018, San Francisco, and on my left is Baruch Sadogursky, and I think I got it right.
That was close enough. That was
Okay,
close enough.
all right. It was Director of Developer Relations at JFrog, and I love your hat.
Thank you.
Love the hat. So
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
great. Well, I'm glad you're able to make it so far away from across the booth. So
Yes, literally like three steps away.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. So tell me just a little bit about JFrog first, and just kind of set the tone, so to
Right.
speak.
So JFrog, we are in a business of software updates. We help companies update their software faster, being more confident in their software update pipelines, and provide fearless updates from development to production.
All right. Well, it sounds like a big job, actually.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a lot of moving parts, and I think the most important one is be able to integrate with every possible other technology and tool in the pipeline.
Yeah. So how do you guys do that? I mean, it seems like you need to have your fingers in every pie, basically.
Yeah, so that's a lot of work, and we do our best to stay universal, to support everything for everybody. Any programming language that you can come with, any dependency manager that you can come with, any deployment tool, any CI server, obviously. And while the market is still very, very big on Jenkins, so that's kind of a very big deal of what we have to deal with. There are many others, and it's just being having an awesome team and providing a lot of features and a lot of integrations. That's the job.
Great, great. So it sounds like you guys are in constant communication with just a whole slew of different companies and folks in the DevOps space in general. So what are some of the issues that you're seeing that folks in the space are dealing with these days that are really causing consternation?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We are completely driven by the community, and it's always been the case when we started many years ago, and it's still the case now. We try to listen to the community and see what's next, what they care about, what their problems are. And I have to say that what a time to be alive!
Yeah.
What a time to be in business! We see really tectonic shifts in how people develop, release and distribute software. This is extremely exciting, and we try to keep up. I think that the problem's changing very, very fast as well. So if a couple of years ago it was a technological challenge on how we manage to release faster with higher quality, today the challenge is cultural. The technology is there. Great tools like Jenkins X with Kubernetes and containers actually allow now continuous updates. And the challenge is now, are your teams ready? Is your process ready? Is your organizational culture ready to take the next leap forward?
That's a good point, because we hear a lot about culture from the inception of DevOps. When companies first try to go walk down that DevOps path, but actually beyond that, we don't really hear too much about the impact of culture on DevOps, maybe midstream. So how much of a problem do you see that as?
Well, I think that there is a difference between the real pain points and the real DevOps movement and the marketing message that a lot of companies try to jump on, and this like DevOps thing. Right, and DevOps originally was much more about culture and process and people than about tools. But we as vendors, we make money from selling tools. So this is where all those tools for DevOps, DevOps in a box, DevOps services, and all that actually comes. It's kind of a marketing wave to ride on this movement. But the movement itself, DevOps itself, is culture and process and people first, and obviously being technical people feel very comfortable with making better tools to overcome technical obstacles, and we usually are not very good in dealing with humans and with change, with culture, and with process. And so while we now create awesome tools, and getting back again to stuff like containers and Kubernetes and Jenkins X and the tools that we're making in JFrog, and they're all great. When we before we change the mindset of the people, those tools are nice. There are definitely very advanced teams that use those tools. Companies like Netflix and Google and Facebook and LinkedIn and you name the most advanced frontier of DevOps, but the majority of the market is still battling with the idea of how to make this cultural change in people's minds before they can jump to use those great tools that we already have.
So it sounds like it's pretty much an ongoing process then.
Absolutely, we see that, we see the adoption, we see the effort for adoption, and again it comes a little bit with marketing now from the HR perspective. When we do DevOps, well, you're actually just using Jenkins. You're not still doing DevOps. But we also see some honest attempts and honest progress in DevOps adoption as well.
All right, great. Well, Baruch Sadogursky, I got it?
You got it.
I got it. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.